Hey, this is gonna be a little different opening. They just, at the time of recording this, literally like 10 seconds ago, oh, more like 20 minutes ago, they just revealed the new trailer for the new Bad Batch series. Just very ironic, because this is gonna be Echo. It looks so good. If you want a full detailed review of everything they just revealed, like, it's insane. I mean, we got Ahsoka, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Cassian Andor, new High Republic show, bunch of other stuff. Really cool. If you're a Star Wars fan, definitely go check out that new Bad Batch trailer. It's so cool, especially the ending. But that's not why you're here today, is it? You're here to look at this. So, this is, as I just said, this is going to be my Echo custom. Obviously, I already have this head on here, but this is going to be his helmet. Oh, there's a black spot right there. Didn't even notice that. I'm going to have to sculpt a new fin for him up there, and what I did here is I tried something a little new. I don't usually, this is the first time I've done this. I spray painted it instead of just painted over it. I've been experimenting with new stuff. This I did a while ago. Have not finished them yet. But this was acetoned. It doesn't look terrible, but he just looks dirty. And I prefer my clones to be clean. So I tried spray painting this time. Obviously I'm gonna have to go back over his hands and his joints and stuff with black paint, but so far it looks pretty good, considering I'm gonna paint over some spots, like right here. I mean, it doesn't faze me when it's patchy, because I'm not making a shiny. Also, this head is from Scoundrel Stock. You can go check them out online. I thought it was a cast of the new clone head sculpt, but this one is actually more proportionate with Rex's. I should have brought Rex out here to show you, but as you can see, this head's a lot bigger, but this is actually more accurate to the Black Series, because instead of a cast of this head, I'm pretty sure this is a cast of Rex's that they sculpted hair onto. So, and Rex is obviously the best clone head sculpt. I've bought a head from them before. If you checked out my collection review and saw 5s, that is a head from Scoundrel Stock. And I'm finally getting around to doing Echo. He's been on my list for so long. I've just been pushing him back. Can't believe I did Jaro Tapel before him. That Bad Batch show, that really reinvigorated me to do my Echo before Hasbro releases one. Obviously, he would probably be tailored to the Bad Batch show, but still. So, as you can see, this is not a normal pauldron. This is half of, well, I mean, it's 100% Commander Bai's pauldron. This is Commander Bai's pauldron. If you're like me and just customize a bunch of clones, then you're gonna have these lying around. But if you don't, then I suggest buying 2, because you're gonna need it for this, and then you can use the other one for like Commander that doesn't have one of these, because you'd be surprised. Oops, knocked my camera. You'd be surprised how many clones actually don't carry a pauldron. So what I've done over here is I just I've cut this part off of this, and obviously I cut the band off, and then this I chopped off, and then I just glued them together, which I technically did last time. I did it with a 3D printed part of this last time for the 5s custom. You'll see me compare them here at the end or something. Sometime in this video, they're probably going to get compared quite a lot. For obvious reasons. Obviously I'm gonna need to like go back over this with white paint, and for some reason, the spray paint, feels like it's rubbing off, even though it's not. I don't understand if it's not rubbing off how this is not white. So it has to be. Obviously, that's rubbing off. That's fine because that needs to be black anyway. But that's how far for Echo is. So with fives, okay. With fives, it was easy because I could just cover this up, this thing right here with the ammo patch, so I could just cut it off. But I don't know if I'm gonna cut it off because it would break up the pauldron look, and there would just be a chunk missing right there. So we'll see what I do with that. Otherwise, oh, another thing to worry about. This head on this clone, it's not coming off unless you heat it up. It's securely on there. With Echo, you can see I'm moving it around up and down and stuff, which he can do pretty well. About as good as Rex, I would say. But when they casted this, they dremeled it out, so it's not actually like a ball grip. It just sits on there with friction, so you can flip it upside down. He's not coming up. He's coming off if you shake him, but really he just sits on there with friction, which, I mean, if you're like posing him around, is a good thing because his head won't come off. But if he falls down, you're gonna lose his head. But it's fine because he's a clone and you can swap it out with his helmet. Is that another black spot? Oh, is that just like a piece of dirt? That's embarrassing. Man, what is up with this helmet? I have a different helmet here, but it looks more garbagey than this one does. I don't know. Yeah, because this is like all splotched right there. Yeah. I'm gonna use this one. I think the spray paint's just picking up all the shavings from my dremeling on the table. That's weird. I mean, it's not weird. I should probably shut up. This opening part's already gone on 10 minutes and I'm still talking like a moron. I'll catch you back when I've done more progress on them, I guess. Quick little thing. I did not specify this. I just kept rambling and did not specify. I'm going to be using this Commander Bly pauldron, which you get when you purchase Commander Bly, obviously. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut up right here as cleanly as you can. With fives, I didn't do this. I cut it while he was still on. Fives was an experimental one, but you're going to want to cut it up because I did this with Rex recently, and then you're going to want to glue it up under the belt right here instead of onto the clone itself, because it'll look better that way. Trust me. Just trust me. If you want to really look at it, you can go compare in my collection video. But I'll get back when I've done more progress, like I said before. Looks like it's Friday. Okay, so a lot's changed since you probably last saw this. I got a sorting container so I could have like helmets, and there's guns in this one. And that's just to help me keep my table clean and disorganized. Don't worry about that thing. I still haven't found my poker, but I got the new Jar Jar. Yeah, look at that. It's Jar Jar's weapon. I will never display him with this, so I do not care if this gets damaged in any way. As you can see here, I think I added that last time, or this time. I added his little ammo pouch right there. I just sculpted that on with epoxy sculpt. You need to buy that off of Amazon if you don't have it. I really like it. A lot of people use something called green stuff. I haven't tried that yet. Of course, I'm trying still different ways to make stuff. If you have any suggestions, leave in the comments down below. This clone I spray painted white, and this clone I used acid on, and this is way wider, but it keeps coming off, and I have to keep repainting it because it's sticky and it gets all dirty and stuff. Don't ask me why I have them in this weird ass pose right here. Here, let me actually fix that before I continue on with this. There we go. That looks slightly better. Sorry if it's zoomed out too. I don't know what's up with that. But I painted the helmet. So I'm not the best painter. I'll probably go back over some things. If you want to know how I did this, I spray painted a Bly helmet white, which worked out better than the body did. And I epoxy sculpted his fin up top. And I bought this head, which I think it actually looks pretty good. It's different from Party Guy clone. You can see how it's different. I actually think this one's better. I think I got this off of Scoundrel stock. This is the Hasbro one. You can see his eyes, they're a little big, but he's a little coked out anyway, so that doesn't matter. Yeah. So that's the update. I'm currently painting him. I've been using this for his armor bits, and something different I'm doing with him instead of Fives is I'm just painting his armor on instead of actually sculpting it on with epoxy sculpt. I'm also using a mix of all four of these blues right here and white to make his 501st blue, which I think actually looks better than most 501st blues I have. So that's good. Again, sorry it's zoomed out. I'm not the best at filmmaking this kind of stuff. I'm not the best at filmmaking this kind of stuff, but did I record? I think I already recorded how to do the pauldron. I don't know. Again, I'm really bad at this. I probably should have watched the other videos, but anyway, on to the next clip. Okay. So I've decided I'm gonna just be moving my camera around for you to see. So I have him, I'd say mostly done here. His hand looks like there's 2 dots, but I think it's just the paint clumping up right there. I might go back over that just so it looks better on camera, but his feet are still just painted, so they're still shiny. That's not missing paint, but this is pretty much done. I have his comma. I have his commas drying right now. I painted those already. Yeah, I think he actually looks pretty good. A little simplistic compared to my other ARC Trooper. Let's actually bring out Fives right here. Okay. Oh, I just put my hand in my paint. Hold on. Not taking another take on this. Okay, there we go. So here's Fives. I sculpted this all on. I end this down here. I don't know which one I like better. See, because this didn't need to be sculpted on, because these were bands, but there was still a square indent right here that I had to sculpt in. I don't know which one I like better. I definitely like this better than this, because this is raised. Something I did forget about until just now that's going to put a little bit of a wrench into my plans is the ARC Trooper backpack. I have not 3D printed yet. No, you might be wondering, hey, Captain, you have a 3D printer, so what exactly is the issue with needing to 3D print something, you know? You obviously have the file. I mean, that's proof right there. Right now, my, my 3D printer, it's a Okay, so story time. I broke my 3D printer. I have the parts for it. I just need to, work on it, basically. I was 3D printing Jabba the Hutt's throne, and, I just assumed it was fine, and I went upstairs. And I was like, it's fine, it'll do its thing, it'll print properly. It did not print properly. No, it actually it clumped up and went up inside of the actual hold on here. It went up inside of the extruder. I have a little bag of garbage here that I cleaned up off of my table that I haven't thrown away yet. So here is the tip of the extruder. As you can see, that is completely garbage. There was a lot more of stuff like this everywhere. Just everywhere. This is not Jabba the Hutt's throne, as you can clearly see. And you might be wondering, Josh, after all this time, why are you just now 3D printing Jabba's throne? Well, it's because I have a file for Boba Fett throne, and I wanted Jabba's throne and Boba's throne so I could have Boba Fett sitting on... You know what I'm talking about from the post-credit scene. It didn't... I got half of it. Half of it looks great. Actually, let me go grab my other half of it. Okay. So, the reason that I'm not giving this to Jabba the Hutt is because I also made it small. This is not accurate to what half of Jabba's throne would be. And I already printed it, and it actually kind of got screwed up right here. I'm not sure how that happened. But, so, I was printing the other half of this, and this worked out great. Sort of. It's a little fucked up. But, the second time I did it, it screwed up and destroyed the extruder. So now I'm dealing with that, and while I was away, I also am giving you guys another little update on things to come, since this is clearly almost at the end of our journey here. I'm gonna glue on... Oh, crap. Bear with me. Do not cut, Josh. Do not cut. It's gonna be done in like 5 seconds. You do not need to cut. Okay. Here we go. His antenna got screwed up there. I painted a Boba Fett head to go on Boba Fett. And this is going on this Boba Fett and not my next custom, which is going to be the next video after Echo is done. I know what you're gonna say. Hey, Captain, you have all of this stuff to do, which, if you're wondering, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 customs I could be doing before the one I just bought parts for. But I'm more excited about the new Boba Fett than any of these. Commander Baraka can wait. Party Stoned Clone can wait. Phase 1 Commander Fox. Phase 1 Jesse. They can all wait. I want to do the new Boba Fett, and I was so keen on it. I almost turned this guy into the new Boba Fett, but then I looked at him, and I was so proud of my work that I just couldn't take away all the scratches and stuff. So I just bought another one with my already thin budget. But, so expect another Boba Fett. A couple clones than him, and then maybe the last couple clones I have. I also have this one back here, which I don't know if I'm gonna make I have this one back here. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video on him. Actually, comment down below if you want to see a video tutorial on how to make Captain Price in Star Wars. anyway, it's gonna be it for this little update. I will catch you back when his comma is done drying and is glued on and is all ready to go. And then right after that, we'll see what happens. Okay, so at this point, he's mostly done, right? I have his comma on, right? It's all painted, this side's all white, so that I'm not gonna show that. What I did was I just took a Commander Bly comma and I cut it in half, then painted each side, then I just glued it back on to the Commander Bly body that I was using. And you get, well, that kind of look. In the back, it kind of falls apart a little bit, just if you didn't cut it evenly, which I never do. But I think that works out better than doing it like this, because I did not like that at all. So I did do things differently this time with my ARC Trooper. I didn't have a spare Captain Rex comma to get a ammo satchel or whatever from, so I had to sculpt that on. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. But right now, his helmet's all done. That's basically all his helmet looks like. It's right there, so there's not much to go over. I don't know if I if I painted on the hand or not yet in your guys' time. I don't know if I did that. Since I have to wait for the ARC Trooper backpack to fully finish him, I think I'm going to do a quick comparison with the Phase 1 version of Echo. Okay, I will say, I think I did a better job on the handprint on this one than that one. That one, I don't know. I don't really know what's wrong. It has to be in the thumb area where this one goes wrong, but I think I did a better job on the ARC Trooper Echo, to be honest. The lines on the helmet are different between these two helmets, actually, because there's light blue mixed in. There's a light blue line, then the dark blue line on top of it. Same with the fin, too. So it's different in that regard, along with everything else down here at the legs, as you can see. Yeah. I mean, there's one more thing I want to talk about. Right here. Fives, do not do this to me, buddy. He's doing it to me. Oh, he's doing it. There we go. I guess my table's a little uneven. But if you look, Fives actually has a sculpted on gauntlet. Which I forgot about. So I did not do that here. I just painted on the blue stripe. So if you're following along, I'm not going to show how I did the gauntlet, but it's pretty simple. You just use epoxy sculpt, which is what I did, or you can maybe 3D print the top half of the gauntlet and sculpt around it to make it seamless or something. I don't know. This I just fully sculpted and it looks like garbage, but like from a distance it looks fine. Which is what you're gonna be seeing them from if they're on the shelf. If you're taking pictures, I choose this design over this one. This one is fully sculpted on. Does not look that great. I also didn't use that great of paints. These paints aren't as good as the ones I'm using now. So, as you can see, it's all flaky and stuff. The face is fine. I actually have grown to really like this Fives head. I mean, he might be partying too much with Party Clone there in the back, but yeah. out of the two of them, I like this one better because of the... Ooh, I don't think I actually showed this off, so let me show this off. Full focus. See, this is one of the best... This might be the best face sculpt I've ever painted, ever. So what I did here is, I mixed, brown paint and white paint together to get this kind of color right here, and then I just mixed in a little gray to get this 5 o'clock shadow effect, and I think it looks great, in my own opinion, my own biased opinion. Look at that. That looks amazing. I mean, I might just be a fan of my own work here, but I think that looks really good. The hair could use a touch-up right here, but other than that, I mean, even with the eyes, I think I did the eyes extremely well. For me, at least. I've been getting better at face sculpts. I really have, I think. Like, okay, hold on. This right here was the first face sculpt I ever did, was for Phase 1-5s. This is a custom head I bought off eBay. It just does not look good, and I never could tell if it was the sculpt or just my own handiwork, but in the end it's both, really. The head's a little too big for any clone trooper, really, but as you can, well, I can compare it, actually. Yeah, see, it's a little big. What was I gonna say? Oh, right. But what I really wanted to compare it with was Echo here. My worst and my best. My first and my last. I mean, there is definite improvement here. See, this is what I'm talking about. You know, you guys are watching me improve along with you guys. If you have any tips or tricks on making this face sculpt better, I'd love to hear them. I really would. I listen to everything, you guys. I read every comment. I might be a little late on it, but I do read every comment. Yeah. I can't get over that. Okay. I just want to compare it to one last guy, because this is kind of the middle guy that I painted. Can't really see how his eyes look. I don't think I painted his eyes well, which is why I gave him, I want it focus, there we go. Which is why I gave him glasses, but I mean, it's fine. He's just very surprised. Wow, pizza's hot. And here he is. He is now fully done. This took a little longer than expected. So I also have the Boba Fett done. You'll probably see that video next week. Okay? So I ran out of super glue, okay? I 3D printed his backpack, but I super glued it and it's a little tilted. Okay, I ran out of super glue, and I thought, you know what? I'll just film this. You guys waited. I've promised an ARC Trooper for long enough now. As you can see with 5s here, this is the same exact file I used. I just I printed these out separately when I did 5s, and when I did this, I put them on in the program and then printed it. So this one might look a little different from 5s, but they are the same model. Actually, this one came out better, like, because this isn't printed alone, so this came out way better than this one did. If you don't have a 3D printer, you can buy ARC backpacks off of the eBay store. I just realized, literally just now, I'm filming these as tutorial videos. Some of you might not have access to a 3D printer, and that's fine. You just have to buy the parts off eBay or Scoundrel Stock or wherever that you figure out is the best place to buy your ARC Trooper backpacks. There's a best place for everything. I usually think Scoundrel Stock is the best place for heads. Specifically clone heads. Okay. So that's gonna be the end of this tutorial, I guess. If you want to see size comparisons, this is how he's on a Commander Bly body, and there's him next to Fives. Here's him next to the new body. So here, let's move Fives back. He doesn't need to be here. Here's him side by side with the new body. The new body is taller than the Commander Bly body, which is a little disappointing. But you can barely notice it when they have their helmets on. Let's put Party Guy Mac. If you enjoyed this, be sure to watch my other videos. And if you don't know what boba I was talking about, which is coming out next week because I finished it. I finished it before this one. If you wanted to go see that video, it'll be out next week. It's the Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett teaser. So be excited for that, I guess. And I don't know how to do outros. Oh, there is something I wanted to share. I filmed an update where I showed off the printing of the Boba Fett chair, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. And that was why I couldn't do the ARC backpack. Yeah. And I got that all done, and I was like, you know, I think I'm gonna start doing dioramas, and I'm only telling you this because I want help, which is why I'm making these. I want a community, where we all help each other make customs and get ideas and stuff. How big is the chairs for the cantina? Because I printed this. This took an hour to make, and I think it's a little small. You know, it's a little baby seat for the cantina. Look, it's not even on the camera. Look how tall it is. Look. It doesn't even look big when it's up closer than everything else. This is small. That, actually, yeah, that's about right size right there. But this is way too small. So if you know the exact size and dimensions of the cantina chair, I would love to know, because I thought that I got this 100% right, and it turns out I completely screwed it. So yeah, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, I don't know, whatever, and stay tuned for that Boba Fett, custom tutorial.